In treasury bonds, the one best thing about treasury bonds, especially the long-term treasury bonds, you can know what is your fixed return before compounding. What do I mean? Let's use a simple money, 10 million. If today I go and I buy a 15-year bond of 10 million, I know every single year it's going to make me a net return of 14.2%. Assured for the next 15 years. And that's before compounding. If I compound that money, I know that return will increase. What does that mean? It means if I start with 10 million and every time they pay me my coupon, I reinvest that coupon. In 5.5 years, my 10 million will be now 20 million in treasury bonds. In 10 years, it will be 40 million. In 15 years, by the time it matures, the original bond, I'll have a total bond portfolio of a minimum 90 million. And all I've done is I started with 10 million and I've not added in any more money of mine. I've just compounded whatever money they pay me, I've reinvested it back. So it's easy. It's not easy, but it's doable. When you look at it from a loan, if you have to invest using the loan and it's reducing balance, your question is, what is my effective interest rate? Effective interest rate is not your 13%. Effective interest rate is, what is the total interest rate I'm going to pay throughout the 5-year period? What is that percentage? If I divide it by 5 years, what is that percentage interest I'm paying for the loan I took? With a reducing balance loan, that effective interest rate always comes down. It comes down by a minimum of 400 basis points, right? So if you're borrowing at 13.1%, that interest rate will come down to close to 9%, 9.1. So it's worth it. So the other way you have to look at it is to say, if I have 10 million, right? And in 5 years, it's going to grow up to, if I compound, to 20 million, or let's say 18 million, right? If I've compounded that money. But this 10 million, I borrowed it. How much money would I have given back in loans? That if I calculate the factor, I would have paid back 14 million. So that means I've made 6 million in profit by using other people's money. So it's good to look at the numbers. If I have a loan, someone who can lend me at a reducing balance of 13.1, I will borrow right away. I will borrow, buy a 25-year bond, I make sure I pay the loan off, life moves on. Because reducing balance, that brings the effective rate to 9.5%. Yet my loan I'm taking, yet my bond is going to give me an effective interest rate of 14 and above.